What's good, y'all? It's your boy Zay, and today we're reacting to some new news about Young Thug. Apparently, I'm gonna say much. I'm gonna let the video do the explaining. I'm gonna just give you my opinion on the matter.
Young Thug has found himself in drama that could be career ending, and he has nobody to blame but himself. He's learning two really important lessons simultaneously at the same time. One lesson that he's currently learning today: the streets is dumb and the rules of the streets are stupid. And the second lesson he's learning is exactly what damn near everybody in the history of Earth has learned, and that's witch hunts are disastrous. Witch hunts are not good for anyone.
Yeah, what like he's saying, bro. We've been in this situation before, bro, with like thousands of other rappers, bro, and they snitching, bro. They're snitching, and once they get to that point, you're either with it or not. You're not with it, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let him keep talking, but we've seen this situation with like 6ix9ine. We've seen this with fucking a whole bunch of people, bro.
Because they're not sustainable. Witch hunts usually and almost certainly blows up in your face. You see, when there was a Salem witch hunt, you know why it didn't work? The same reason why the rules of the streets don't work. There's too many gray areas. When people, were being arrested and persecuted for being a witch, what was the criteria? How do you prove the person was a witch? Because they walked funny, because they talked funny. It was too gray area. People at some point were just making up things. And that usually blows up in your face because once there becomes no criteria to be a witch and the only criteria is an accusation, well, eventually everybody becomes a witch and everybody gets persecuted. Same reason, when we were out here sending communists to internment camps. There was no real criteria. There was no real way for us to dictate who the communists are. They just sent 120 Japanese people in 1942 to internment camps with no clear definition of if they were really communist or not. When it comes to the streets, there's no clear definition of what a snitch is. Some people say a snitch is if you ever gave the police any information whatsoever.
Yeah, I must say right now, it's just giving information, bro. You know what I mean?
Some people say if you gave information that led to an arrest. Some people say if you talk to the police at all. Some people say you could snitch on dead people to get off. Some people say you can't snitch on dead people. Some people say you could tell if it's a self-defense case. Some people say you can't tell if it's a self-defense case. It's too many gray areas. And what we're currently seeing is there's an incentive right now for a witch hunt. There's an incentive for YouTubers and other people to make videos, do as much research as possible, trying to find anyone with some type of gray area there so they could make money on their YouTube channel by calling people snitches. Yep. Same thing in the streets, right? There's an incentive for if you don't like somebody, you could use a gray area and get them labeled a snitch and pretty much ruin their public reputation. In the likes of Young Thug, what Young Thug did was he don't like Gunna. So what he did, he labeled Gunna a snitch. He told a lot of important rappers like Lil Durk and Lil Baby, who could have been some really pivotal collaborators for Gunna when he got out of jail. Gunna's a rat.
That's what's happening right now, bro. And
don't like Gunna. And it was the good old boys club in the industry pointing at Gunna saying, he's a rat, we don't like him. Gunna didn't write a statement on someone. Gunna didn't give the police anything that was used in Young Thug's trial. But because Gunna pled guilty and Gunna did a routine plea deal that everybody does, Gunna was labeled a snitch by Young Thug. Young Thug criteria was, I don't care if it wasn't used against me. You pled guilty and said YSL is a gang. You saved yourself and you left us for dead. Well, in the case of Young Thug and Gunna, the criteria is if you tell the police anything, it's snitching. Young Thug has now...
Yeah. Like he said, bro, you tell the police anything, it's snitching.
The police anything, it's snitching. Young Thug has now found himself in a situation where he's dealing with his own snitching accusations. And I'll be real, when you hear what Young Thug says, if we're going by Young Thug's own criteria, then Thug is a rat.
Man who shot up tour buses belonging to rapper Lil Wayne pleaded guilty and accepted a 10-year prison sentence. He had until today to take a deal. Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Ross Cavett live outside the courthouse with why the DA's tough stance on gang cases may have persuaded the gunman to take the deal.
Man known on the streets as Pee Wee or Roscoe will spend 10 years in prison. The district attorney here in Cobb County believes the gang problems.
Hold up. Let me pause the video. Hold on. You telling me after he did all this on Gunna, he goes around and does the same shit? Are we dead ass?
Getting out of control in Cobb and really the Metro. We told you about a case last week in which his office asked the judge for a 350-year sentence in another gang case. So it's likely Jimmy Winfrey saw the writing on the wall.
I think it was best for the client to do this and avoid the massive risk if he would lose even on a single count in this case.
Manny Aurora believes his client, Jimmy Winfrey, could have beaten most of the 27 charges in the indictment. But the prosecutorial mood against gangs and gang members in Cobb County is tough.
Anytime you say the word gang and there's an African-American individual, prejudices.
Lil Wayne tour bus getting shot up in Atlanta while he's beefing with Young Thug and Birdman at the time. Bro, everybody and their mama knew that Young Thug and Birdman was involved. Detectives knew they were involved, which is why they spoke to Young Thug about this. And the interrogation footage, audio, I should say. The interrogation audio from Young Thug being questioned about this actually resurfaced.
Nah, that's crazy. That is crazy. He goes on Gunna. He's on his head. He's trying to shut down everything for Gunna. And then here he goes doing the same exact shit.
It makes Young Thug look crazy. So the police was actively investigating Birdman as well because they put out documents and correspondence alleging they have reasons to believe that, that Birdman and Young Thug solicited, the Pee Wee Roscoe to do this, right? They even mentioned how Roscoe was on the phone with Birdman like minutes after the shooting. So the police have always been pointing fingers at Birdman and Young Thug, but mostly Birdman, I should say. Well, during the interrogation of Young Thug, which by the way was voluntary, Young Thug voluntarily showed up to go through this interrogation, right? He didn't have to do it. He voluntarily did this. But during the interrogation, the police began to ask Young Thug about Birdman's and Lil Wayne's beef, which if they're asking you about their beef, at the same time, they are putting out correspondence. They believe Birdman is involved. You should stay quiet. You should stay silent by Young Thug's definition of what a rat is.
On God. Well, that's literally what his definition was, and he's doing the same exact shit, bro. Same exact shit. He spins back around, bro, and does the same exact shit.
Young Thug proceeded to break down the public things we knew in such of, Young Thug and Wayne is having money issues. But then Young Thug draw the police attention to lyrics by Lil Wayne, where Lil Wayne is a legend.
Okay, we're not even gonna get into this. Who was it? Was it him that said that you shouldn't be? No, that was Drake. Drake's like, you shouldn't be able to use lyrics in a lawsuit.
He's at war, and if Birdman comes for him, he's gonna go out like a Scarface or Tony Montana. Young Thug told the police, "Hey, did y'all know Lil Wayne made a song on this mixtape a few months ago, before the shooting, that if Cash Money and Birdman come for him, he's gonna go out like Tony Montana." And he's aware that Birdman has an army. Why would Young Thug say this to the police if Birdman is a suspect in his tour bus shooting?
Come to find out, him and Birdman got problems because he old. Because on the mixtape that he dropped before the album.
Okay. All right, hold up. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Because he old. Because on the mixtape that
he's fucking singing, bro. He's fucking singing. What the fuck? Get this boy a mic.
Dropped before the album. Okay. He said on one of the songs, he was like, "I don't want no problems. I just want my money. Birdman is an army. I'm a one-man army. And if that nigga coming for me, I'm going out like Tony. He said those exact words.
Who is Tony?
Tony Montana. Scarface. I know Scarface. See,
He was like,
Bro, why he
Birdman is
telling?
an army.
Okay.
He said,
Why he
Cash Money
telling?
is an army. I'm a one-man army. And if them niggas coming for me, I'm going out like Tony.
Gotcha. Scarface, the
Tony
last
Montana,
scene in
yeah.
Scarface. Yeah.
But he also said, I don't want no
Bro, he's helping them puzzle it together, bro. They're taking the fucking pins, bro, and they're putting it right on the picture, bro, and grabbing the string and tying that shit around. That's how much he's fucking giving them, bro. Look at this shit.
Scarface,
Bro,
yeah.
you can hear the light bulb click, bro.
He also said, I don't want no problems. He said, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. I just want my money. So everybody caught on like, oh, you owe him. And then
Hip-hop,
a couple
political,
months,
ATL.
like 2 or 3 months after he dropped the mixtape, you heard TMZ and all like, he's suing Birdman because Birdman owed him for albums. And then that was when everybody was like, oh.
If you give the police information and their reaction is, oh my God.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said, bro. Bro, they got this shit like this, bro. They got the fucking pins and shit in that bitch. Hold on, let me grab a tag. Bro, they got the fucking the tack, the string. They got everything, bro. They got the picture, bro. Yo, Tupac. Hey, yo, Tupac. Yo, so you was at that thing, right? Boom. That's you. Oh, Eminem connected to it too. Boom. Oh shit. Yo. Oh yeah. Like Al Capone. Like Scarface. Like, bro, you gotta be joking, bro.
God, we missed that. I can't believe we missed that. Tony Montana. Oh yeah, Scarface.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. You shouldn't be telling them that information. That right there is the only proof you need that you shouldn't be telling them. If their reaction is that, you just messed up badly.
Oh my god.
Young Thug shouldn't have brought Birdman up, not one bit. And Young Thug knew Birdman was a suspect in his Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. It's public information. In the Cobb County paperwork, they accused Young Thug and Birdman, all right? They alleged that Young Thug and Birdman
my God.
were involved in orchestrating the shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus.
All right, listen, man. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna keep a link in the fucking description of the video so y'all can watch it yourself. It's an interesting video, but you know, I'm gonna tell you my opinion on this shit, bro. Bro, he's saying like a fucking bird, bro. He connected the constellations. That's what happened, bro. Anyways, yo, if y'all like the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to. I don't really care. Also, if you're an underground artist, leave your shit in my comments, bro. Leave your shit in my comments. I'm gonna be reacting to your guys' music, okay? New videos coming soon, you heard? Alright, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.